Hello there. Bobo the Bitcoiner is back. Today we shall discuss a little bit about property. Which property is saved? Gold? No. 95% chance it will be seized. Alright. Churchill seized gold. Roosevelt seized gold. Germany seized gold multiple times. Japan lost 2-3 times. Russia multiple times. So gold is not safe. All right. What about land? $100 million worth of property or land in Florida is taxed $2 million a year. So in 20 years, you lose all to the government tax plus the maintenance cost. So you can't move money through time, all right? Gold, pretty expensive to move around. Property, impossible, right? In the 20th century, if you want to hold your wealth, you buy $1 billion worth of property. But in the 21st century, if you want to create wealth, you borrow $1 billion and buy $1 billion worth of property. You short the currency and go long on property. Money is energy, all right? Currency is a medium through which the energy moves. Bitcoin is a digital property that you can teleport anywhere in space instantly. It is also a perfect property with the lowest maintenance cost, right? Not like property of a building, right? No repainting of the building every 10 years. No worry the leaks in the roof, all right? Bitcoin is a space property capped at 21 million city blocks, better than buying a building in Manhattan or London or a company, because the real estate developers is going to create more buildings. Gold miners is going to dig more gold. Mayors are going to pass a property tax. Act of God is going to create havoc with earthquakes and floods and lightnings. None of that stuff is happening to the cyberspace property of Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is perfected engineered crypto gold with none of the defects of gold. You can't mine any more of it. It's weightless. I can move it at the speed of light. It never decomposed. I can break it into 1,000 pieces a second, send it to 1,000 pieces places and recompose it, or using a computer program. I can take personal custody of it. The two most important ideas: I can hold possession of $1 billion in my head, just holding the private key. Big idea, definitely. The first time in human history you can actually take possession, all right, of your wealth, or even take it to the grave, or take it anywhere else on earth with you. And even if I put a gun to your head, the most I can do is kill you, right? I can't take it. Every other property, form of property, I pull a gun in the head, I get it. So my incentive becomes violence, right? With Bitcoin, if I pull the trigger, I get nothing. So the incentive is to negotiate. It is better to get half than nothing, right? The second big idea is it's a cyber virus, a chain reaction of cyberspace. It's a life form in cyberspace. All right. Bitcoin is a bank in cyberspace run by incorruptible software to basically protect your money. The problem with software is I don't trust the computer it's on, right? If it's on a single phone, I can seize the phone and reprogram the software. A bank run by software, how do I prevent any human being from corrupting it? To make it incorruptible, I release tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of identical copies of into the cyberspace. All right. And it's self-replicating, and all of the copies keep track of each other. And if one of them is corrupted, it gets kicked out of the network. Think of it like I release a virus, all right, or a swarm, and let it go. If you take part of the swarm, I should you it doesn't help. No, you have genetic code that to I eliminate the bacteria in the body, it won't stop. Right? It's gonna keep spreading. The beauty of Bitcoin system is, in a sense, a chain reaction in cyberspace. And the only purpose of the chain reaction is to protect the integrity of the network. There will never be more than 21 million Bitcoin. So, what if you got is truth and integrity? Release as a cyber virus, and if you choose to join the network, you avail yourself of all the benefit in that network. Bitcoin is a nuclear hardened protocol, the most robust, resilient things that human race has ever yet to invent. It is running on tens of thousands of nodes. You can't even identify the nodes. Where are they? And there is an identical copy of Bitcoin Ledger on each and every one of them. A very interesting thing here is if say electricity got shut off everywhere on the earth, and every computer failed, say for 10 years, the protocol go to sleep. That's all. All right. And as soon as one node is turned on, in 10 years' time, the entire protocol come back to life again in its original form. Very interesting. Nothing like that in our world so far, right? All the money in the bank get wiped off. A keystroke, you go and wipe out the few server, your buildings can be wiped out with a boom. All right. Almost everything can be wiped out, but not Bitcoin, because it's so incredibly decentralized. China banned mining last year. Almost 50% of mining is done in China. The network doesn't miss a beat, not even a second. It just keep running completely secure. You could literally whip out 99% of all the nodes. You won't notice it. All right. There's nothing else you rely upon. You can take down Google, Twitter, Facebook, Apple, Amazon, and the US government. There is a lot of system you can take down other than Bitcoin. I don't really worry about Bitcoin fragility to any cyber attack. In fact, the whole point of proof of work is to create something which is impervious to denial of service attack. Not only Bitcoin is impervious to cyber attack, it's also a solution to cyber attack, because if you want to eliminate denial of services attack, which is the most common brute force of attack today, and you want to eliminate phishing and scam and spam and other sort of imposters or malicious actor or behavior in the cyberspace, the way to go is to integrate the layer of monetary energy, which is what Bitcoin is, into the internet. You need to wrap all the avatars, all right, all the people, the website, the services that we have in cyberspace with a layer of digital energy. If you did that, you could prevent all the denial of services attack. You can shut them down. You could probably shut them down most of the scams videos or YouTube, all the scamming on Twitter, all the spam in your inbox. The simple principle is you simply have to impose a monetary security deposit in order to hit my website or my messages in the inboxes or post a comment. And if you are found to be a scammer or pusher or malicious actor, your deposit is confiscated. Right? If it happens occasionally, okay lah. Probably the fine is too insignificant to the scammer, right? But like Michael Saylor, 1,000 times a week, someone posts as Michael Saylor to give free coin away, a Bitcoin away on YouTube, and have 40,000 fake listeners. They get taken down every 10 minutes and they get spun up every 15 minutes later. Literally posting 1,000 times a week with security deposit. It will probably discourage this scammer to go on this road. Now you understand digital energy. Bitcoin is the digital energy in encrypted money, right? Economists don't understand Bitcoin is energy drained, breathing out of the system. Most people don't quite understand what is Bitcoin, right? If money is energy, it finds its way into currency, right? It also finds its way into stocks and bonds and property. They are all breathing energy over time and over space. If you are an engineer, you understand system over time. A system allows you to move the energy through time and space with no power loss, no impedance, superconducting, which is thermodynamically sound system. If you are an engineer, you will understand when designing a pneumatic system or electrical system, even a heating system in a house or swimming pool, if water drains out of the swimming pool, it won't work so well, right? Engineers understand this, but economists don't. They don't really think of money as energy. And so it doesn't occur to them that energy is breathing out of the system. Once you figure that out, you will realize Bitcoin is truly brilliant because they have done or what they have done is they created dynamically sound monetary system that allows you to store the amount of energy for any period of time and move it essentially at no cost to anywhere in space as frequently as you want. That's the kind of digital property we are talking today. So, my friend, I hope you give a thought to this very important subject, digital property and energy drain. Thank you. Bye bye. See you again.